Alright, hello and welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I am TechChariot and we've got another cast for you tonight from Alchemy League's 5th season. This is the first cast that I'm doing of the second sprint, and as always we're going to have two sets played in this, and we try to show unique maps and we try to show different players, so every map and every player will be different that we feature tonight. The first set that we're going to do is actually it's actually not this one. It's Maxi McCheck versus Ragnar, and then afterward we're going to work our way up. In Elo we're going to do Shixo versus Oladushek. So the reason that Maxi McCheck and Ragnar do not have a map draft is because they didn't do a map draft. These two players are meeting each other in the round wild. The round wild, basically, they can play at any point in time during the sprint, and they chose to play their round wild the first week and get it out of the way with, which we're really appreciative of. So we're going to do our best to feature that. Anyway, no map draft for the round wild. That's one of the perks, is although you don't have an assigned week to do it, you do get to pick your home map, and you can pick from any of the maps in the pool. So these guys don't have a map draft. They brought each one map that they wanted to play, and that's what we're going to see them playing on. But we are going to see their Civ draft here. Looks like they, the captains mode randomly banned Byzantines, Mayans, Bengalis, Chinese, and Aztecs. And then they globally banned Hindustanis, Goths, Georgians, and Persians. And then they did 2 picks and a snipe, I believe, and then 2 more picks. So we'll see Maxi McCheck play anything between the Saracens, Vietnamese, and Koreans, but he can't play the Mongols the way that he wanted. And Ragnar has the option of playing as the Lithuanians, the Magyars, or the Dravidians, but will not have the option to play the Khmers. And of course these guys, I believe that they, or at least in theory they should be, declaring their home map before this, this draft. And their home maps are Comet and Singularity. So let's take a look at these players. Here's the seating for them. We see that Maxi McCheck is in this row, and Ragnar is right here. So we're talking about mid 1500, low 1600s in terms of tournament elo for these guys. So still decent players, better than I am, and be able to see some pretty good strats from them. So Ragnar, I think he's from Colombia or something, and Maxi McCheck is from the Czech Republic. So, having gotten that out of the way, let's go and take a look at the games. That out of the way, like it's a chore. No, I like talking about the players, but that's not why you come here. You guys wouldn't watch my stream if all I did was talk about the players. We actually want to see them play. So the first map that we have here is Comet. Comet is a frozen wasteland. I like to think that maybe a planet exploded or something, and a piece of ancient civilization is traveling along with this comet. We have in the blue Maxi McCheck playing as the Koreans, and we have in the red Ragnar playing as the Lithuanians. So Korean versus Lithuanian. Hey, Otter! Welcome. Maxi is actually Ukrainian. Oh, alright. Thank you. I did not know that. I will have to... Wait, he's currently living in Ukraine, or he's, he is Ukrainian by blood? Because I think I have this recorded as... I should really just make, do whatever country they want. Like the Otter one. Maybe somebody lives in Germany, but they play in Norway, or vice versa. And it's whatever country they identify with. Maxi McCheck from the McCheck clan. Oh, okay. So we see Maxi, speaking of Maxi, we see him bringing in a board here. So a version of this map was available on Alchemy League Season 1. It's quite similar this time. You got these islands that have broken off from the comet. You've got lots of box turtles and some neutral resources out here, and mangrove trees just for fun. Now this area has the oysters in it instead of deep fish, which I think kind of changes the map a little bit, and I think it's a good thing. He lives in the Czech Republic, or Scotland. Who knows? All right, what is this up here? What is this? So Maxie's sending forward this villager, and Ragnar spotting it and saying, "Get out of here! I don't want you anywhere near me." So Maxie may be trying to lame, but Ragnar is wise to him, and decides to be aggressive and give no quarter to Maxie at all. I think he tried. Yeah, he tried, but oh no, he's given up on the villager. He's given up on the villager. That's too bad. Oh, and Ragnar's going to get away with the scout, too. I think if he had run, he may have had a chance to get to this wood line or something. And now Maxie loses his scout as well. So Maxie is down a villager and a scout, and Ragnar is down a scout. And now Ragnar's going to send these villagers home. I suspect that Maxie sent something forward to attempt to lame. But it's not exactly clear. So Maxie is part Ukrainian and part Scottish. That is an interesting combination. I don't think I've ever heard of that one before. Not to say it's not possible, of course. Just not one that you would commonly think of. So you mean there's more than one McCheck? There's multiple McChecks and he's just one of them? Maxie is kind of up one working Vil. Why? Because he's Koreans? Let me actually get here. So Ragnar has 12 villagers, and Ragnar has 15, and according to this, Maxie has 13. So Ragnar has a 2-villager lead over Maxie. Maybe Maxie had some idle time or something. He's got a lot on wood. Oh wait, what is this? Ragnar walking into Maxie's town center. I want to see their fog of war, see what they know about the map. Maxie has a decent idea of Ragnar's base, or at least a front of it. He knows where his wood line is. Let's see what Ragnar knows. I'm not really sure why Ragnar was coming through here with his villager. Maybe he's very interested in what Maxie is doing. He doesn't have a scout, but he hasn't found Maxie's wood line yet. He just found his town center. Now Maxie following Ragnar home. Ragnar has not docked. Neither player has docked, actually. Otter says they make a good Speyside even though they are in the mountains, which is odd. It's a famous Ukrainian mountain Highlander clan. What? That does not sound plausible. Now Maxie, on the other hand, has docked. And I don't know if the fishing ships are counted, but it doesn't look like he has any fishing ships. He just built a dock. Alright, he made a fishing ship now. Ragnar is on his way up to the feudal age, 19 pop. So this is a 19 pop scouts build, it seems. He put everything on food. He took the food as fast as he could. Now he's on the wood here to save up some wood for a stable and maybe a couple of farms. But he definitely has an aggressive scouts build in mind. Music is louder than me. Really? I can turn down the background. Alright, how's that? People are telling me that I should turn it up. Maybe they like the music more than they like my voice. Alright, so let's see if Maxie is close to clicking up, though. I did turn the music down, Otter. Oh, maybe there's a delay. I think there is some latency. Let me know if it didn't work, though. I did try it. Alright, so Ragnar is feudal age, and Maxie has not even clicked up yet, and Maxie's not even close to clicking up. That is not good for Maxie. He needs to click up as soon as possible. Now he's Koreans, and they don't get a Dark Age eco bonus, so he's kind of in trouble. Maybe he can force drop off these box turtles. Okay, alright. I'm glad that you can hear me now. That's the important part. Okay, so he's taken the box turtles and he's forced to clicked his way up. He's Koreans, he's heavily on gold, so this is telling me that Maxie is going to go archers when he can. Ragnar, interestingly enough, has built an archery range before a stable, which I don't really understand. I would think that you would want to build the stable first and make scouts, but maybe Ragnar wasn't even close to having the resources. I don't understand this. Maybe somebody can explain why on earth would Ragnar build the archery range first if he didn't go on gold? I could understand building it first if he wanted to go archers and he was on gold. Whose home map is this? I have no idea. They didn't say. They didn't specify. Yes, it is. It is Round Wild. I mentioned that before you arrived. So Ragnar here being a pest, this skirmisher deals 2 damage, and this villager has 2 pierce armor. So this skirmisher is only doing 1 damage per hit. Actually, this villager could kill this skirmisher. Now here's a scout from Ragnar. So Ragnar actually has made a scout now. He made 1 skirmisher first for some reason that I don't understand. Maybe he assumed that Maxi would have... oh, Maxi trapping the scout and then ganging up on it. Killing it. That's a pretty clever quick wall there. Yeah, my best guess is maybe these skirmishers were motivated by an assumption that Maxi would have a spearman out. But Maxi didn't have a spearman out. He had nothing. Maxi's made a single militia to fight off these skirmishers, and he's actually doing pretty well. He's killed 1 skirmisher so far, but once he reaches the scout, he'll be a little bit more equally matched. Yeah, militia's going to go down, but it's bought Maxi a little bit of time for what that's worth. He's building an archery range now, so he's going to make his archers as he planned, and oh, here it is. Here it is. Ragnar being vicious. He's building a tower right here on Maxi's wood line. Maxi has no idea that this is coming up, but this is a yeah, this is something that you do when you want somebody to get beaten quickly. Yeah, and even with Town Watch, Maxi can't see it. I don't know if Maxi has Town Watch, but it looks like he does, because it looks like his buildings have a lot of vision. Now Maxi's spotting the tower now for whatever reason. Town Watch research complete. There it is. So Maxi just got Town Watch, and he just was able to spot this tower. But because Ragnar started it early and far enough away, he's far enough along in the construction that Maxi could not build a counter tower. So Ragnar looping behind the base with some scouts, looking for some more damage. Maxi has preemptively towered his gold. A decent tower, I think, for not being in range of the town center. And these scouts not finding any damage. They're just whipping around, but they're very injured now. They took some arrows from the tower, and that's never fun. They are here, though, and Ragnar walling his tower in. I would like to see Maxi wall in his tower, but I understand why he doesn't at the same time, because he needs to be able to get around this gold. Was Comet always this wintry? No, I remastered it to make it look like more like a comet. Hey, DJ Sapson, welcome. Yeah, so I remastered it with the, you know, the more gravelly, snowy masking, and with like the snowy forest with the ruins. I worked on the tail a little bit as well too to try to make that more fair, and failed because it's a comet. And of course I added the oysters up here instead of fish, deep fish. So Ragnar is here. All he's got to do is commit, but he's nervous. Ragnar, what are you doing? Why are you running away? He wants this villager. Is this villager going to make it home? Alright, Maxi sending the boys. Nope, changes his mind. So there's some skirmishers here, but this archer won't last long. Scouts are going to come pick a fight with this villager. Very intense to micro. Ragnar is doing his best to avoid these spearmen, but unfortunately these scouts aren't listening, and one of them gets picked off. I don't know if Ragnar is going to make any more scouts. Let's see, Maxi is nowhere close to clicking up to the castle age. He is, however, close to getting housed. And Ragnar's starting to save, or to accumulate rather. He's not close really to the castle age either, but he's closer in my judgment. He's got more buildings and more resources, and a bigger sprawling patchwork of farms here. But with this small number of units, I think he's done a decent job of putting Maxi on the defensive. This tower building villager is going to go home now. Ragnar heavily on gold, I think maybe a little bit too heavily. Unless he's planning to make archers, which I don't believe. But I think he's done the damage. I think he's delayed Maxi enough. Let's see. Maxi has 37 villagers and Ragnar has 38. But remember that Maxi... Wait, did Maxi build a dock and make a single fishing ship from that dock? Really? This dock has just one fishing ship. That's really funny. So Maxi heavily leaning into these box turtles, and he's lucky that Ragnar hasn't found it. Ragnar has, however, found the geese and then sends them to the corner of the map, and then they get immediately converted by Maxi. That's pretty funny. And he didn't, like, try to steal them, because if he had tried to steal them, maybe he would have gotten them. Now, he found these ones, too, but these ones are still under his control. So, Ragnar is actually on his way up to the Castle Age now. Let's take a look and see what Maxi's doing. Maxi's still Feudal Age. He's got a ton of gold, and he needs to build a market. Okay, he's got a market. He needs to buy food and click up to the next age. Probably what will happen, though, is he'll see that his opponent is Castle Age and then buy food and click up, because that's usually how it works. Alright, so I say that Maxi should go and counterattack, and that indeed seems to be what he's got planned. He's going to come up here, and he's going to come forward. Actually, it looks like he could really annoy this gold, which would be a good win for him. Ragnar has not secured any other gold. There's a gold right here, but it's not walled in or anything. So he's got these archers. He can't quite reach the back row, though, but he can at least make the gold less efficient until Ragnar's skirmishers arrive. Now, these are Lithuanian skirmishers, so I think maybe they walk a little bit faster. They are in just a little bit more of a hurry. And Ragnar throwing down the stable is affirming that he's probably going to go double stable knights here. And Maxi is in trouble. Yeah, Ragnar going to go 2 stable knights. Maybe keep a few skirms handy. And Maxi needs to wall up, and he needs to prevent these knights from getting to him. He does not want this knight getting on it. Wait, what? Why would you do that? Oh, okay, Ragnar... Maxi sacrificing his army to, I guess, buy himself some time? What? I do not know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is a Korean tower rush, okay. Well, Ragnar's going to have to come back here and deal with this. But Maxi preemptively small walling. Ragnar deletes some walls so that he can get in here. Maybe Maxi forgetting that these were not his walls. Ragnar could delete them. And he's trying to get up this guard tower. He's in the Castle Age now. I think the knights will get some villager kills. Is Maxi going to get this tower up? This is almost as dramatic as a castle drop, except he loses all of his villagers. Yeah, he doesn't quite wall that in properly. And there are knights on his wood line now, and you don't want to fight knights with villagers. I mean, he might be able to kill this one, but knights are just too tanky, and Maxi's forced off of his wood line here, which is a disaster. And Matt, hello, Matt, I can't pronounce that. Yes, it's a sorrowful tower. Wait, how could you remember this tower? This hasn't been casted before. Wait a second. Oh, I recognize that icon. I know who you are. Alright, so Ragnar coming forward to build a siege workshop. A siege workshop will be an effective way for him to end the game. He'll be able to make mangonels, and they'll throw rocks on top of the crossbowmen's heads. And he'll also be able to pressure buildings with it. Meanwhile, Maxi has some geese here waiting underneath his town center. I guess he found these ones too, but he didn't send them home yet. So Ragnar is just going to stall out. He's going to keep these crossbowmen away from his builders. And then he's going to make siege. Now, Maxi building a tower on his wood line to help keep it safe. And I think that could work for a little while. Korean towers are pretty annoying, and they don't require the university either. In order to get their free guard tower, they just get it. Alright, so is Ragnar making... Alright, he is making a mangonel. And what he wants is he wants to try to, like, surprise these crossbowmen. Maybe the mangonel pops out and then it fires when they're cornered. No, not exactly. He hits his own knights instead. Or he misses. So he's just going to task it onto the town center. Just get working on that steady damage over time on the town center. The lore just keeps on building. I don't understand. Alright, so Maxi needs to be careful here. These crossbowmen are going to dive the base of the mangonel. Ooh. Knights are here to chase them away. And what I think Ragnar needs is, I think he needs another mangonel. And I think he needs some monks, too, behind this. But I will admit that guard towers are hard to push. Ragnar realizing that, okay, there's another tower here to cover the base of this tower. I'm just going to hold back. But the one with the monks... Oh, no, these are shepherds. Dang, I got excited. I thought they were monks because I saw staves. Ooh, good hit for Ragnar. Maxie's got to respect the mangonel with these crossbowmen and give it some more space. So Ragnar could use a repair villager. It looks like his mangonel's nearly dead. Maxie's seizing the opportunity to kill it. And he does. He manages to kill it with 3 crossbowmen left. So now Ragnar's going to make himself another mangonel. And I guess he's maybe going to destroy this barracks. He's got a partially built house here. Ragnar on 2 town centers. I think he should be all in. Maxie's all in. He doesn't have another town center as far as I... Oh, wait, no, he does. He built another town center over here. He built another town center over here. Let's actually check on the villager count. So Ragnar with a significant advantage. He's got 57 villagers to Maxie's 40. So Maxie is definitely on the back foot here. He needs to make something happen. If I were Maxie, actually, I would be on stone. I think Maxie keeps on buying the stone he needs for towers. But he should try going on stone. The problem is that Ragnar's taken him off of this stone. And I think that Ragnar has visibility on... yeah, he has visibility on this stone. So that explains it then. That explains why Maxie can't really go on stone, because Ragnar would see it and then deny it. But Maxie's going to come here and finish this tower. He sent 3 villagers, and there is a 4 HP knight or an 8 HP knight. Oh no, Maxie. He still can't get there. Oh, this tower has been a huge liability. I'm wondering if Maxie could take stone back. Ah, there is a stone back here. Does Ragnar know about it? Yes. Does Maxie know about it? Did Maxie find that stone? No. Maxie does not know that there's a stone here. So if he did, he probably would have gone on it. But instead he's going to build a mill, and he's going to keep on fishing for turtles. I wonder what kind of a game this would be if Maxie had built a sane tower. Instead of a tower right here, he'd built a tower, like, right here on this stone. Now, here's a relic. Let's see where all the relics are. There's another relic. I think the relics are pretty much all along this coastline here. Could be cool to see somebody go for a relic victory. Alchemy League is standard victory condition, so you can pick up the relics and force your opponent into attacking you and panicking. It's all good stuff. So what is the... Oh, okay, Ragnar's got a mangonel. Maxie needs to be careful. Ram charging this mangonel. Ooh, Maxie, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Alright, so the mangonel goes down, and Maxie is ramming down this siege workshop now. He built a siege workshop of his own, and he wants to clear up the front of his base. If he can destroy this, then he can build a mining camp on this stone and take it without worrying about being harassed. I think Ragnar's run out of steam, or he's decided that he's just going to boom up a little bit more before attacking. It would be a different game if Maxie were able to finish this tower and keep his opponent off of gold. Well, no, not really, because Ragnar would have just come back here. But if this gold weren't here, and this gold weren't here, and this gold weren't here, then yeah. So Maxie, believing that this is Ragnar's only siege workshop, is pretty forward with the villagers. Comes right up to the edge. Not afraid of getting pushed back. Okay, Ragnar going for a surround, though. He's got a bunch of knights here and a bunch of knights over here. And he's sending these guys this way. Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty brutal surround. Now, Ragnar's built a monastery, too, but I don't think he's made anything from it. Can you double-click right side flags to show queues and tech? Yes, this one right here. Is that right? Okay, Ragnar has made a monk to heal his knights, and Maxi really needs to expand his wood options here. It's basically this lumber camp. Where else? He's got to be taking wood somewhere. Oh, okay, here it is. So Maxi's actually expanded out to these outlying islands. I would love to see Maxi make some turtle ships. You see, now that this gold is mostly depleted, turtle ships would be super annoying back here. Could you guys imagine like 2 turtle ships or 3 turtle ships here just like tanking town center arrow fire all day and denying this gold? That actually would be quite devastating. So instead, Ragnar's pack of knights are just roaming. They've left this area because of the towers, and now they're going to go and ambush this town center. But luckily for Maxi, he'll be able to fit everybody in it, including the villager that he's making now. Ragnar running off, not finding the damage that he's looking for. Another stable for Ragnar. So, let's see where Ragnar's at. He's got 92 villagers to Maxi's 45. So Maxi has half the economy. He really needs to make something happen. Maybe a castle drop or something? War Galley would actually outrange the TC. That's true. That's also true. It is very costly. Got to get all the upgrades and everything. But I just like turtle ships. I think they're fun. Everybody likes turtle ships. So University. This is telling us that Ragnar is planning on clicking up soon. He needs a building. So he's going to build the University, and he's going to have the monastery. Although he made a siege workshop. But he's on his way up to the Imperial Age. So what's it going to be for Ragnar then? It'll probably be Cavaliers. He's got 3 stables now. He's expanding his sprawling farms. I'm surprised it's actually only 3 stables so far. I would expect to see like 5 stables at this point. But he's queuing up more knights. Maxi's saying it's Jover. Well, maybe. Ragnar could still throw from here. Oh no, he's going to find this. Oh, that's rough. Maxi's like, oh yes, a stone. This is amazing. And then Ragnar shows up with a bunch of knights and kills a bunch of villagers. I guess he doesn't deny the town center, which is good for Maxi. But he made that painful. What? Maxi's not even going for the stone. He's not even going for the stone. He's gonna builds up this whole town center. People died, and he's not even gonna take the stone. He's gonna take the box turtles. You know, Ragnar's like, no oystering for you. Destroys the oystering ship, but these oysters only have 15 gold left, so you know, hold out over 400 gold worth of oyster pearls. So I wonder if Maxi sees the Imperial Age and calls the GG. Ragnar has a lot of food. He doesn't actually not have a lot of gold. He's only on this gold here. Let's take a look and see where Maxi, if Maxi's close to Imperial Age. He is not, and Ragnar is 90% of the way there. He's building a mining camp here, and he's going to make even more knights probably. He's on stone too, so maybe he'll make a castle. But no castle for either player so far. Ragnar just diving this town center, figures he has enough knights to do so. He's probably going to get the armor. And yeah, Maxi calls the GG upon seeing that Ragnar is in the Imperial Age. So, first game goes to Ragnar. Defeats Maxi on Comet. Maxi's attempt to lame backfired. His attempt to drop a tower backfired. And then he was economically behind, and Ragnar just outboomed him. And continuously pressured him with raids throughout the game. So well played to Ragnar. Now let's go and take a look at the statistics. Ragnar with the better scores all around. 108 kills, 42 deaths. Who knows how many of those are Maxi villagers. Otherwise, nothing too significant there. Ragnar actually collected some stone, which is, oof, that's rough. When the Lithuanians are playing against you as Koreans and they collect more stone, that's pretty bad. Oof. More of every type of resource. Nobody got any relics as far as I could see. Oh, actually, Ragnar did. He got 2 relics toward the end, and he got 292 relic gold and boomed up to 111 villagers. It's faster to every age. And yeah, just a slow progression, a march forward of Ragnar triumphing over Maxi. So let's watch the second game. It's on Singularity. Let's load the replay. Alright, so looks like these players... alright, they occupy the 4 o'clock and the 10 o'clock positions. Ragnar is playing as the red Magyar, and Maxi is playing as the blue Vietnamese. Now, of course, being Vietnamese, he knows exactly where his opponent is. That's one of the Vietnamese bonuses, is they know where your town center is. So Maxi is sending a villager, and he's sending a photon man. Or a photon woman. It's a reskinned Joan of Arc. Now, Ragnar might spot this, actually. This is pretty bad luck for Maxi again. Ragnar running. Okay, does he see this now? What is this? So Maxi getting the first hit on Ragnar's scout, and Maxi is going to proceed to wall in this gold. So maybe Maxi's strategy is to wall in the gold and then go ships. You know, because Ragnar will be forced to go onto this gold. It's on the Mangrove Shallows. But instead, Maxi's building a single tile of palisade on each of these resources so that maybe he knows what his opponent's going to do. He lucked out because both of his boar were on the back. Oh. Interesting. So Maxi's already loomed. And he slayed this goose, and he's taking some of the meat. And Ragnar's not happy about that. He's sending some villagers to pick up the food or to chase Maxi away. But I don't really understand these palisade walls here, because I guess maybe it tells him which resource Ragnar is going to go for. It makes it slightly less efficient, but not very much. Is Maxi going to build a palisade gate right here? That would be amazing. And just gate out these villagers. He doesn't have the time, though. That's the only thing. It's great for vision. So he's built a quick palisade wall. And he's still running. Berbers could be pretty good for this, because their villagers are actually faster. And Ragnar gives up. Says, alright, I'm done with this. Hey, Axel, welcome. So Ragnar chased Maxi around this woodline for a while, lost a goose, and he's got palisades marking 3 of his important resources, not his stone. So he's got palisades marking his gold and berries. So Maxi will know where Ragnar is gonna take gold and where he's gonna take berries. And now Maxi coming back with this villager. What is this? Ragnar let the boar go back. Where? What boar? I was busy watching this. Maybe Ragnar was distracted as well. To get it later because Maxi's villager wasn't going there. Whoa, whoa, I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying I don't understand. So is Maxi going to dock this? Oh, I see. He wants to steal these geese. Oh, that's annoying. So Ragnar's just going to take this goat instead. And Maxi's killed this goose. And now he's going to kill this goose and take some of the meat. And so Ragnar is coming out here with villagers to collect this meat so it doesn't go to waste. And Maxi will probably wall this goose in. Maybe not, though. So he's going to keep an eye on this gold, too. And Ragnar's decided that he's not afraid of Maxi's surveillance. He's going to build a mill here. And he's going to take some berries. He needs the berries. He needs the berries because he needs the food. Let's see from Ragnar's point of view. He doesn't really have the food to click up. He might be able to get it if he puts enough on berries, though. Maybe 6 on berries. And Maxie's tagged these minerals as well. He might even tag this mineral. Yep, he's just going to keep marking them. He missed one over here, though. And he's starting to farm. Ragnar is on his way up to the feudal age, and Maxie has not clicked up yet. And Ragnar has 5 on berries. So not 6, but 5. I don't know that Ragnar has much more beyond that, though. Seems like he's kind of out of meat. Oh, he's going to come back here and take this goose. Just because his people are hungry. Maxie being distracting. Needs to pay attention, though, otherwise he's going to lose his Joan of Arc. Boom, there it goes. There goes the Photon Man. Alright, so where did that one random villager that Maxie had, where did that go? Oops. I don't know where that went. Oh, here it is. He came back here to build this, I guess. Alright, so villager's still on the run, still at large. Ragnar hasn't done anything about it. Ragnar's playing a little bit safe, I think. Because Maxie's been messing with him. Ragnar has reached the feudal age, and he probably wants to build a stable. He hasn't gotten double bit axe that I can see so far. Yeah, he hasn't queued that up yet. Alright, there it is. He just had to make sure he got that stable foundation down. Alright, well, he's going to be able to afford maybe a scout soon. Yeah, actually he cancels his villagers and makes a scout. He wants to do something. He wants to come over here and punish Maxie, but Maxie's feudal age too. Was a little bit later. Maxie building a barracks, and he's on gold, and he has 3 around the gold, so he's probably going to go archers. Mainly you're talking a bit too much while getting casted. Oh, come on, Otter. Let him talk. It's okay. It's not like he's interrupting me. Alright, so Maxie is going to build his archery range out here on the side. Maybe his opponent figures that the archers are going to come from this direction. We think about what Ragnar knows about the map. Ragnar knows that his opponent is over here. So he's thinking the archers are going to come from this direction. So he's walling this off first. But in reality, the archers are going to come from over here. And actually, they're probably just going to come around back this way. It's not about this stream, thinking and writing. I think there's a difference between talking and writing. Yes. One of them is essential for code of laws, and the other is not. One of them is easier to perform day to day. It's easier to speak something than it is to write it down all the time. You may not have something to write on or something to write with. So talking is definitely more convenient. But writing is more formal. An earlier cast today. You guys watch casts other than Alchemy League? I feel cheated. So Ragnar deciding that he wants to take this gold, so he sends some villagers to shank this palisade, and he's indicating that this is indeed the gold that he is collecting. Maxie is making some archers. He's got 1 archer here. He's probably got 1 in the range, and I think he's making another one. And Ragnar has some scouts in Maxie's base. We should actually kind of pay attention to that, because that's somewhat important. Now these scouts see that spearman is weak, and Maxie actually not managing to quick wall. He wanted to quick wall, but he did not quick wall. And he's going to lose 3 villagers. Ouch. On the gold. And he just deletes... Nope. He's going to lose only 2. I think he's going to get away. But he loses 2 villagers on this gold. That hurts. And he wants to get home to the town center here, but the scouts are on the prowl. So Ragnar getting the damage in with the scouts. Otter says, I even cast them. Maxie says, I try to watch casts of all tourney sets in which I'm in, and I sign up for all tourneys, so therefore you watch all casts. Ah, that makes sense. Also, I lurk on Otter streams to get muscles. It's not that kind of muscles, I don't think. I mean, maybe some people get that kind of muscles from lurking on Otter stream, but I'm pretty sure it's aquatic muscles. Yeah, neither player appears to have docked at all, which is kind of surprising. Usually people love docking on this map. Now, is Maxie going to show up with the archers or not? Seems like he's just kind of like, oh, you're not ready for my archers yet? Alright, I'll just wait. Let me know when you're ready and you're fully walled, and then I'll attack with the archers. It's better than the gym, exactly. The gym is so boring. I don't understand the people that like going to the gym. I can understand the need to go to the gym and exercise and everything like that. Because, you know, we have high caloric intake, but often low activity. And this archer raid, oh boy, look at this. Ragnar fleeing for the town center, not expecting this at all. He was like, I was all over Maxie's base and I didn't see any archery ranges. Where did that come from? And Maxie with some very damaging archers, taking Ragnar completely off of his resources. If I'm Maxie, I just stay right there. I stay right there and I keep these resources denied and I send another group of archers. Ragnar fleeing is going to take gold down here. He's paranoid. He knows he can't take gold up here because if he does, Maxie will find it. Maxie's saying that muscles are protein, so they give you muscles. Not necessarily. You can have a lot of protein, but if you never exercise, then you will not get muscular muscles. Yeah, look at this. This is a great exodus right here. He's going to go take the gold. And Ragnar, on his way up to the Castle Age, he wants knights again. He's researching armor. He's researching husbandry. He's Magyars. He just wants knights to deal with it. And yeah, Max is just camping these resources right here. I don't think he's realized that Ragnar has moved over here instead. But surely he must know that Ragnar's villagers are not still in the town center. So I guess Ragnar still has some villagers in the town center, which is clever. Maybe that's why Maxie hasn't gone anywhere. Maxie, a little bit alarmed by the Castle Age, though. I think he's going to leave, which is smart at this juncture. Probably figures that Ragnar is collecting resources somewhere else. But he's playing in all the tournaments, and competing is more than exercising. I could see that perspective. Oh, look at this. Maxie pretending to leave and then killing a couple more villagers and coming back. There is a knight here, though. It's got +1 armor. It does not have +2 armor, so these archers dealing 5 damage against these knights 3 pierce armor. So actually, if Ragnar got +2, he would have the amount of damage that archers do to each knight. So Maxie going to do his best to micro this. Since Ragnar only has +1, though, it means that each of these knights takes 2 damage per arrow. And now Maxie is in the Castle Age, so we're probably going to see Maxie get Bodkin and Crossbow and continue the pressure, and indeed that's what we see. So, very similar unit compositions to last game. It feels like these guys, one of them likes knights and the other likes archers. And last time, knights prevailed. Maybe it will be archers. Maybe it will be archers this time. Maxie can micro archers. Indeed he can. We've seen him do it. But Maxie should be curious of where Ragnar's getting all of this gold from. If I were Maxie, I would be asking that question. I'd be like, well, wait a second. How come my opponent can afford all of these knights? Where's he taking gold? Now, to be fair, Maxie could just assume that Yeah, I guess he just assumes that Ragnar's back here on this gold. I wonder if this was a girl game. What do you mean? You think Age of Empires is a... I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh. Okay, so Maxi coming back in. He sees that the gold is empty again. But there are still knights, but I don't think he sees the knights. The knights only have +1 armor again. Is Maxi fully walled this time? I believe that he is. He looks fully walled. Ragnar said that when he lost to me once. So Ragnar, what is this? Ooh, is Maxi gonna find these? No, he does not. Ragnar's lucky. And he actually turns around. He's like, well, I don't want to get discovered by these crossbowmen. We should have made the ice buildable for mining camps, which is kind of unfortunate. What is this? Where's Ragnar go? Alright, he's going to take the stone. So Ragnar's going to take the stone maybe and build a castle at some point. He's got 100 stone. They're both in Castle Age. Has either player built a second town center? Actually, no, they have not, which makes me very happy. Yeah, the last time that I saw Archer Micro like this, Jabari was playing the Bohemians. It was pretty epic. I don't think it was the King of Ireland tournament, though. I think it was the Banana Open Classic or something. Ragnar continuing to make Magyar Knights. Magyar Knights, of course, get the attack upgrades for free. Ragnar's going to look for some villagers to kill, but Maxi's completely walled up here and self-sufficient. He's got gold on this side, he's got gold on this side. Actually, is this open? No, it's not open. And I don't think he's going to over-chop it or anything, or over-mine it. Oh! Oh! This was open. Oh, that's not good for Maxi at all. He's going to lose 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 villagers. Yeah, these are Magyar Knights, too. They're very damaging. They're highly damaging. And he loses 4 or 5 villagers right there. That is big. Ouch. Maxi still has a villager lead, though. He's done a lot of damage to Ragnar, especially... Oh. Yeah, this might be GG. Maxi has found Ragnar's villagers. He sends some units this way to kill this, and some units this way to kill this. And I don't know, for whatever reason, Ragnar did not feel safe enough to, like, build a town center out here and secure more resources. All of these villagers go down, and Ragnar is left with 14 population. Oof. That hurts. I think that this is over. Maybe if Ragnar had managed to keep those villagers alive and built a town center instead of a mining camp, like a town center right here on this stone and gold would have been perfect. But Ragnar was too afraid for whatever reason. Okay, he's working... Uh-oh. No, Ragnar. No. Okay, Maxi's just going to let it happen. That was really, really close, though. Maxi could have just stopped there and killed every single villager. But instead, he's just going to stand here and be annoying. Actually, what he could do is walk around and park right here. And actually, I don't even know... Does Ragnar even know that where the archery range... No, he does not. He has no idea where these archers are coming from, even still. He just knows that their range is somewhere on the map, but it's not Maxi's base. And so Maxi somehow has archers, but he does not know where they're coming from. So that's pretty frustrating. So yeah, what Maxi needs to do now is he needs to, like, scatter archers all around the outside perimeter, outside of this town center. Just keep it continuously idle. Ragnar's in on Maxi. He's got a bunch of villager kills with his knights, and he needs it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Maxi's got 50 villagers to Ragnar's 14. And Maxi has made himself a little knight petting zoo right here. The knights are stuck, and Maxie's going to build a tower now, and he's going to just shoot the knights down. That was quite the trap. The knights want to break out by attacking this house. That's funny. Look how fast it's going down, too. Ragnar building a siege workshop at home. He's got 14 villagers. He does theoretically have wood somewhat. Well, not really. He's trying to secure wood, but he has to keep on hopping in and out. He wants to build a mangonel, and he hasn't called it yet, and he's only got, well, 14 military, 10 villagers. No, 14 villagers. 10 of the villagers are idle. Oof. That's even worse. Yeah, Ragnar having a rough game here with Maxie more than twice his score. Maxie getting away with the laming this time. Could you imagine if he had had the chance to play Saracens too? This would have been very, very, very devastating. Another villager for Ragnar's goes down just as he built a new one. Alright, he's making a mangonel. He's making a mangonel, and he's going to try to drive off Maxie's archers with the mangonel. But I think he might be too hurt at this point. And Maxie's slipping back in through that hole. That's what I thought he should do. He might even consider diving the town center briefly, just to stand right here next to this gold. But a mangonel is on the way, and Maxie needs to be careful. He sees it, and he dodges it. Nobody dies from that mangonel. Ragnar going back out to wood and gold, but these archers just keep on mowing his villagers down. He is now down to 10 villagers. He's trying to survive. He believes that Maxie is all in, maybe, but Maxie is not all in. He's got 63 villagers behind this and 3 town center booming. Maybe Ragnar is clinging to the chance of like a miss micro from Maxie. A big mangonel shot maybe could get him back in the game. But alas, he only has 8 villagers now, 5 of which are idle. And Ragnar calls the GG. Well played to both players. A good set. Maxie ties it up 1-1. Let's take a look at the achievements as he's on his way up to the Imperial Age. Maxie with 56 kills, 28 deaths. Largest army 35. More resources collected all around. Ragnar with the faster advancements, but doesn't help him win here. Maxie with 67 villagers high, and a similar linear trend here, although it looks like we correspond to. There is a point here in which looks like Ragnar... Actually, this is where Ragnar lost all those villagers to Maxie's archers. Alright, so guys, I'm going to step away real quick. I'll be right back. I just got to refill my water, and then we'll cast Shikso versus Oladushek. Okay, I'm back. Let's talk about Shikso and Oladushek. They are up here. Shikso's actually the #1 seed for this sprint. 2257 tournament elo. Oladushek is at 1999. That was a good year. Okay, so 1st and 5th seed in the tournament, respectively. Let's go and check out their... Well, Shikso's from Germany. Oladushek is from Belarus. Let's go and check out their drafts now. So this is round 5 or round 1 of sprint 2. Shikso's picking Neptune, not because he wants it necessarily, but because it's the map of the round. Hey, see you later, Axel. And then they take turns discarding maps until one is selected randomly at the end, and that one is Asteroid Belt. Yeah, let's go. It could have been Mars, but the drafter picked Asteroid Belt instead. So these are the maps we're going to see: Neptune and Asteroid Belt. Now let's take a look at their civilization draft. So we've got Vietnamese, Portuguese, and Chinese for Shikso, and Oladushek has Japanese, Persians, and Bohemians. So this is going to be a lot of fun. The random bands were Huns, Hindustanis, Britons, Spanish, and Koreans, and they both globally banned Italians, Georgians, Mongols, and Armenians. All right. So let's see what they do on Neptune. Alright, overlay. Alright, so we're looking at Oladushek's point of view. Both very good players. Neptune, it's like Oasis, but with a twist. You've got a transport ship, and you can kind of sail through the middle. You don't want to sail directly across it, but you can still make a shortcut. Transport ship is very useful for potentially sneak attacking your opponent if he walls. So Shikso is playing as the Cyan Chinese, and Oladushek is playing as the Yellow Bohemians. I wonder if Shikso's using... Okay, he's using his transport ship to explore. Brings these pigs in. He's got a rhino that he's bringing in. And then you also get the Photon Man too, but I'm not exactly sure where the Photon Man is. So you might be looking at this map and you might be thinking, oh, this is Waterfest right here. But no. It's not a water map. It's actually a pure land map. Oladushek has transported some villagers over here because it's faster. And he's going to build his lumber camp right here in between these two mangrove forests. This is actually a great lumber camp location. Nope. It's not a water map, and here's why. There's no beach. There's literally no beach on the map. You cannot dock on this map. The only ship that you can get is your transport ship, and that's it. Can't make more. So I wonder what Oladushek is going to do. It's probably going to be a unique unit type build. Unique unit is popular on Oasis, I think, at a high level. Chinese, I'm not so sure about the unique unit build. I mean, maybe. Shokunus could be pretty good against the Hussite wagons, which are Oladushek's unique unit. The Chokunus get added arrows. They get extra arrows, which are good against high pierce armor targets. And now what is this? Oladushek has loaded some villagers up in the transport ship, and where's he headed now? Is he going to drop some more villagers off for lumberjacking? He is, just because it's a little bit faster and a little bit more efficient. It's really funny to see these high-level players micro the transport ship. But Shikso's using this transport ship to explore. He wants to figure out what Oladushek is doing. Now, we've seen players actually steal pigs with transport ships, which is pretty funny. I think for Celts it's actually kind of disgusting, because they can just take their transport ship and just move underneath your town center and then pick up all of your sheep and convert them and then leave. But I think players generally ban it, or they don't think about it. I haven't seen it yet in the league, but I actually want to see it. I think that would be pretty hilarious. But also very frustrating. So, Oladushek looks like he's bringing some more villagers over with transport ship, and he's going to drop them off and take these turtles. And Shikso's keeping an eye on it. Shikso wants to know where Oladushek's economy is. This is telling me that Shikso's maybe planning some kind of feudal aggression. He's found Oladushek's lumber camp. He's found a mill here. So he knows where Oladushek's economy is. He hasn't found anything over here in this area. So he's he definitely wants to cause some ruckus, I think. I would be surprised if Shikso tried to skip the feudal age. So let's see. Shikso is at 18 villagers. He's going to build 2 more, and then I think he might try to click up. We'll see. He's got a villager heading out across the map. This is a weak villager. I'm not sure why he's sending a weak villager. That's a little bit concerning, actually. Where's this villager going? You can't be serious, Shikso. Shikso, what are you doing? This villager's weak. There are no wolves, though, so it's fine. Oladushek laughing. Shikso over here with the transport ship garrisoning and ungarrisoning and basically forcing a melee contest. And picking off one of Oladushek's villagers. Oh, that's not very nice. Well, there were only 2 villagers over here to begin with, so that's frustrating for Oladushek. Now, Shikso has a weak Photon Man. I do not know what that was. I don't know where Oladushek's... Okay, Oladushek's Photon Man is over here. He could try the same thing against Shikso. And Shikso has built a house. And he's going to get in the transport ship, and then now what? I don't think the transport ship will heal anything. Transport ships don't heal units. So I don't really know why he would do that. It's like he's just waiting. What is this? So Shikso is 60% up to the feudal age. I kind of predicted that Shikso would do feudal aggression. What's he got here? Just hops out, pokes the villager. Hops out, pokes the villager. Comes back, pokes the villager. And hops in the transport ship. And now this Photon Man has 1 HP, so I don't think he's going to be doing any more villager pickoffs. But that was pretty annoying. Oops. So feudal age for Shikso. He has built a barracks, and now he's building an archery range. So Oladushek, on the other hand, is using the transport ship to send some villagers over to these minerals. And he's Bohemians. I believe that Oladushek is going for a fast castle style build. Explains his passive behavior so far. I think he might regret it. I think you can't really get away with fast castle on this map if your opponent commits to feudal age strategy, but we'll see. We have seen some people do fast castle on this map before. Oladushek really taking advantage of the faster transport ship to bus his villagers all around. But we see that Oladushek has not really gone after his opponent at all. You know, Oladushek, I mean, he's found Shikso, but you know, he doesn't really care what Shikso's up to. And he doesn't know about Shikso's forward here, so that's kind of dangerous. Shikso's got this transport ship here, and he's loading military units into it. Maybe he just wants to get Oladushek accustomed to the transport ship with the flag over it. Oh, you know what? I bet that's it. I bet he was just sailing it around with the flag so that Oladushek will think that it's just the scout, when in reality it's going to be 5 archers. Because that's what... Actually, the transport ship can hold as many archers as he wants. It can hold 232 of them. So he could build 200 archers and then convert 32 and load them into this transport ship, and Oladushek would never see it coming. So 3 archers in the transport ship. Shikso's continuing to build them. Is he going to pop the trap now? These archers, I don't know that they have fletching. Yeah, he is going to pop the trap now. I think he should have popped it on the wood line, personally. Now, Oladushek is going to evacuate. He's going to jump his villagers into this transport ship to get away. He's going to quick wall here, and then he's going to come over to this side of the... He's actually forced down a tower. Oladushek is building a tower now. And Shikso wants to try to deny the tower. I think there's a space, though. Maybe not. He's not going through it. I wonder if he could ungarrison... Oh, that's annoying. He manages to ungarrison there. Oladushek deleting the wall, gets the tower up, garrisons the villagers inside of it. And now Oladushek stone walls behind him. And he's trying to kill this transport ship, but it's too much. And he's got a bunch of archers camping the base of his tower, so that's pretty annoying for Oladushek. Oladushek does have the resources to click up, though. He's just got to finish his buildings. But his lumber camp has been disrupted, so he actually does not have the wood to build his second building. So he could try selling some food and buying a little bit of wood and getting that that blacksmith up. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Oladushek sends the transport ship here to evacuate the base of his tower. So both players are using the transport ship to enhance their operations, both for economy and for attack. Okay, so Oladushek is on his way up to the castle age now. He's probably going to build... Yeah, he's building a tower here on his gold to secure these minerals, and then he really wants to take this stone. He wants those Hussite wagons, and Shikso wants to prevent that from happening. So Shikso's coming around here. I don't know that Shikso knows about this exactly. Yeah, he doesn't know. Alright, he finds it. He suspects that Oladushek is doing fast castle, so he finds it, and he drops off his archers. Oladushek is going to get this tower up. He loses a villager. Shikso has to get out of there. And now the transport's going to run away again. But Shikso needs to be paying attention, otherwise he's going to lose his transport ship. Now, of course, the transport ship will reincarnate, but the archers inside of it will die. And actually, if Shikso wants, it would be faster for him to ungarrison the transport ship, delete it, and then garrison the archers in it when it respawns. See, right now he's got a weak transport ship, but it would actually be easier for him to ungarrison it to make sure there's nothing in it, delete it, and then get it back a few seconds later. And he might do that. Nope, the archers are just going to storm the base of this tower and forces Oladushek off the stone. Transport ship is back. It's taken a big hit, but Oladushek has built another tower over here to secure this area, and he is castle age now. Now he's going to ungarrison below this tower, and he's going to try and shank... What is this? He's building a university to get murder holes. That's pretty funny. And he's going to ungarrison here. So let's take a look at villager counts. 25 villagers for Oladushek and 32 for Shikso. So Shikso's definitely done a lot of damage in Feudal Age. And if Shikso wins, it will be because of what happened in Feudal Age on this map. And it's always nice to have occasional generations of map where that happens, right? You never want to have a map that always ends because of what somebody did in any one age. You want to see that variety. You want to see different types of units succeed in different strategies, because that's good Age of Empires right there. When it's unpredictable, when you don't know which unit it is that's going to do the destruction, that's going to win you the game, or lose you the game. That's what makes it fun. Shikso making a Cav Archer. I wonder if that is a misclick. He is in Castle Age himself now. And no, he's getting Bloodlines, so he's definitely not misclicking here. He just wants Cavalry Archers, which is kind of a weird choice, but I guess he's far enough ahead he can make whatever he wants. Oladushek. Let's see what Oladushek's resources look like. Is Oladushek going to be able to... Wait a second. He's getting chemistry. What is this? Oh, right, Bohemians. Bohemians get chemistry in Castle Age. Well, that could be helpful, potentially. I don't really know that Oladushek has any military. He's got 25 population, and it's all villagers. But chemistry will improve the attack of his towers. So, you know, maybe he's looking at it from the perspective of, you know, I'm going to be able to fight my opponent off of my economy with... Oh, no, he's making hand cannons. What? He's making hand cannons. This is crazy. Why on earth would Oladushek want hand cannons? Well, I guess he wants them for whatever reason. Doesn't have to buy any upgrades, so I suppose that could make sense. And he's going to go over here to this gold because it's safer. He does have 2 towers here, the union of the 2 towers. And Shikso's Cav Archers are not going to be able to bother this. They could come over here and pressure these farms. Oladushek has ultimately built himself a safer lumber camp back here. And Shikso probably going to dive this gap right here. Not expecting chemistry, I don't think. He's going to pick off a villager. But his cavalry archers are taking a lot of damage. They do pick off another villager. So Shikso lost a cavalry archer and almost lost another one. I actually think that was a worthwhile exchange for him, considering that he managed to kill 2 of Oladushek's villagers, and Oladushek does not have a lot of villagers right now. So a worthwhile attack for sure. Oladushek's got these gunners though. Here they come. They don't require any upgrades, and they're gonna shoot. Oh no, doesn't want to fight. Makes sense. So what's Shikso doing now? He's built another town center, and he's going to make a university so that he can get ballistics. He's also camping his cavalry archers here for a later day. What's this? Another archery range? So Oladushek, is he going to load these hand cannons up into the transport ship and unload into Shikso's economy? Maybe that's the plan. Alright, he gets a good shot off on the cavalry archers. Because the cavalry archers don't have ballistics yet, they did not get a hit on the hand cannons. Where's Oladushek's transport ship, actually? Let's toggle his fog of war and see if we can determine that. Cavalry archers picking off yet another villager. Very annoying. Alright, so Oladushek is using his transport ship for economic means. And looks like he's got some migratory box turtle fishermen. But they're idle right now. He has not sent them around. His opponent is in his base being annoying, so he's a little distracted. His hand cannons have terrible aim, just like the any bad guys with guns, as far as Shikso is concerned. What is this? Maybe he's looking for more alright, I would assume he's looking for more box turtles. Here they are. Yeah, and he ungarrisons. He's going to build himself a mill, and he's going to take some box turtles. And meanwhile, he's going to continue to accumulate hand cannons and maybe eventually tear down these buildings. Now here comes Shikso to fight it off, but Oladushek is ready. It's kind of an unfortunate siege workshop now. I don't know that he can... Okay, he does have room to retreat. I was going to say that siege workshop seemed like it was boxing his units in, which would have been pretty annoying. I don't think Oladushek can come back and win this. I mean, maybe he can. He's got 33 villagers against Shikso's 73. Nah. I don't think he's coming back. Maybe. Maybe if Shikso really messes up, or Oladushek just plays amazingly. But I don't think so. I think this is pretty tough. But you never know. It's worth playing for. Your opponent can always make a mistake. It's worth trying. It's free information. Okay, this is hand cannon. So Oladushek planned to go hand cannons all along. Chemistry was not for the towers. But what I'm curious about is, like, why hand cannons on this map? I don't understand. Why would hand cannons be so inherently good here? You guys will have to let me know in the chat. Oh, here's a ram. What is this? The ram should garrison in the transport ship. Oladushek's transport ship. So he's going to load the hand cannons in it. And shit. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Shikso, no. Does transport ship see it? Shikso's sending everybody to build this castle, and Oladushek's like, oh, no, you don't. Oh, this is a disaster for Shikso. Look at this. The hand cannons are just like, it's like a firing squad. Oh! Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oladushek. That is very unfortunate. And now his transport ship is stuck underneath this castle. And he calls the GG. Oh, boy. Oladushek was like, oh, I'm gonna load up this transport ship real quick and run away, but the castle was too quick to fire. And dang. Alright, well, that was a fun game to watch. Shikso punishing Oladushek's greedy fast castle. Oladushik wanted... I think he had a plan with the hand cannons to, like, have the mobility of conquistadors, but have the damage output and, like, cost effectiveness of hand cannons. I think that's what he was going for. I think he was looking at it in a way that this transport ship made all of his hand cannons essentially conquistadors. I think that's how he was looking at it. I could be mistaken. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's check out the statistics in the meantime. Units killed, 33. Units lost, 24. And like half of that was in a transport ship at the end of the game. Largest army for Oladushek of 20. Shikso with the larger economy for sure. Oladushek got a lot of kills at the very end though. And I'm wondering if we're going to see that. Shikso villager high of 82. Yeah, we can sort of see it right here. Actually, no, that's Oladushek's military all dying at once, but you can see that how he killed some of Shikso's economy right here. This was while they were building the castle. So game 2 is on Asteroid Belt. Let's go. Oops. I want to load this replay, not delete it. Alright, so we have Oladushek playing as the yellow Japanese, and we have Shikso playing as the cyan Portuguese. Now, Shikso's a little bit paranoid about this map. The good news for Shikso is that the mainland is actually relatively close this time, and the forests are large. So I don't think he's going to get worried. I don't think he's going to be worried about being shut out of the island this time. But sometimes players do worry about that. But I don't think it's so big of a deal. You kind of have this hybrid terrain out here. I mean, there's like occasional shorefish, and there's 3 deep fish far away. The fishing is not great. Maybe you could go for it, but I think most players will not. There's occasional scattered animals around. There's some ostriches, but mostly it's just supposed to look like, you know, asteroids. An asteroid belt around this planet, and this planet is a lush green planet. Oladushek is already scouting that planet with a pig, so I think he's got his sights set on it. And I think he wants to take the riches of this planet for himself. So let's... okay, so Shikso actually is going to build a lumber camp here first. He's going to build his first lumber camp here. And Oladushek is going to do the same. He's building his first lumber camp on his own home island. Again, you got the ruins representing it. Yeah, you know, it's space. It's kind of fun stuff. Let's take a look at their scouts. Oh! Shikso is laming Oladushek. Look at this. He's stealing a boar. And... you know, luckily for Shikso, it's actually kind of quite easy to steal boars in this case, because the Photon Man is only slightly faster than the boar. So it's actually quite easy to lame for these maps. So Shikso is going to have an extra boar, and Oladushek is going to have 1 fewer boar. Now, Oladushek's going to know that he was lamed, because where boars are, they always dig. And so there's this crater here. Because pigs dig. A pig likes to dig. And you got all these shipwrecks in the asteroid belt too, to symbolize that they are treacherous waters. Now Shikso could garrison his... he could garrison his Joan of Arc or his Photon Man in the town center. And he could do that for reasons of healing, but he's going to push ostrich with it instead, which makes sense. So let me just see here. You get 1, 2... I don't remember if you get 3 boars or not on this map. I'd have to check with whoever made the map, which was me, and I don't remember. So I'll have to look it up later. Because it looks like, yeah, it looks like Shikso had 4 boars here. So, probably fast castle from Shikso. Portuguese, the lame, get the extra food in. He builds the mill. The Portuguese, they take wood from their berries as well. They're the only civilization that can like break up the twigs of the berries from the forage bushes and turn them into useful building materials. No other civilization can do that. Alright, he's going to take this last boar in, finish it off with some villagers, and he's going to have a lot of food on his hands. And Oladushek is the Japanese. So Oladushek is fishing, I guess, to make up for the fact that he lost some boar. And he's got a rotting pig underneath his town center, too. He's got 2 of them, actually. His economy looks a little bit messy, but Oladushek is on his way up to the feudal age, and so he's going to be positioned to get revenge against Shikso. Maybe. We'll see. Shikso is not going up to the feudal age. He will probably go up now. Or he might actually wait, because he wants to go fast castle, and he can't click yet. He's got to wait a little bit. Still pushing the ostriches in. So Shikso is really planning on the fast castle. Let's take a look at his fog of war. What does he know? He actually has not even explored this. His opponent, really. He hasn't found his town center. He has an idea of where it is. Hasn't found any resource collection sites. Hasn't found the neutral island at all. So, you know, Shikso is really not interested in feudal aggression this time. He's interested in fast castle, which is why he's spending all of his scouting time getting that extra food underneath his town center. Now we just saw Oladushek run by. Oladushek's scout is here. He's going to see that Shikso is on stone. He's going to see that he's on gold. He's going to see the late uptime, most notably. And Oladushek is making docks. Let's go. So Oladushek is basically, he's not fishing. This is a military investment right here. It's not really worth fishing. But galleys are a very cost-effective way to fight. Now, you're going to be behind. You know, if somebody would not need as many villagers to click up to support as Shikso's Photon Man goes down. You could get archers out faster because they're cheaper. You don't need to build these docks. And they're a little bit cheaper than the ships themselves, too. And Oladushek is going to build a tower here on Shikso's stone and gold. That's pretty annoying. And so Shikso's going to have to abandon those resources. He does not have the gold to click up, though. He has the food. And he's building Market Blacksmith here. And he needs stone from somewhere. Now, there's gold on this main planet, but there is no stone, and that's the unfortunate part for Shikso. So he's going to come over here to this stone, but the problem is that there's nothing stopping Oladushek from just sailing around here with his galleys and denying this. I think he can sail across this. Maybe he can't. Oh, no, he can't. But Shikso's not going to take any chances. Now, these galleys do not have any range upgrades, but nevertheless, Shikso wants to build this tower. And he decides to send the whole town to build it, except for these few guys here. And Oladushek wants to pick off this villager. Shikso has to run with it, but no, the villager pickoff happens, and Shikso has to fight this Photon Man off with his villagers. Now another villager goes down, and Shikso is on his way to the Castle Age, and he does have villagers taking stone. But dang! Oh no, he managed to save it. Here's the wounded villager. It's in his tower. And Shikso builds an outpost here. He does not want Oladushek towering his other woodline, which makes sense. And he does have a couple of villagers on this gold. Now Shikso building a house. Oh, okay. Give him a little bit more vision. He's got this outpost here. You know, both these players have been around for forever. It's not like these guys started playing last year. These guys know when you need to build an outpost. And Shikso's like, well, alright, I can't dive this tower because of all the ships, so I'm just going to counter tower. And, oh no, he misclicks. He clicks on the wood instead. Oh no, Shikso. I don't think he realizes. Alright, now he realizes. Wait a second, my people were not building tower. They were collecting wood. And Shikso's in the Castle Age now. And he is going to complete his tower. And the tower goes up, and probably what will happen is Shiksa will chop some stragglers with some weak villagers. And he'll work up... oh no, okay, he's going to come out to this gold here. That's actually smarter. Because I don't think that these galleys can sail. Maybe they can. We'll see. But he is going to need to shank down this tower at some point. But there's a lot of villager micro going on right now. Shikso's trying to accumulate the stone to make a castle. If he can make a castle, he can drop the castle right here and secure these minerals. And then he can get the resources that he needs. He can collect the resources that he needs to make organ guns. Because organ guns would be quite powerful. And let's take a look at what Oladushik is up to. I actually don't think Oladushik is anywhere near... Yeah, Oladushik is nowhere near the Castle Age. Oladushik is all in with these galleys. And Japanese galleys have more vision, too. So they allow him to be extra annoying for him to see opportunities against these towers that he might not normally see. But he's got to be careful, because the towers, they'll hit him hard. And he loses 2 galleys right there. So Oladushik deciding to build this tower here. Can his galleys get into here? I don't think they can, actually. So I don't know that Shikso knows that. You know, honestly, if you're Shikso, I think that you sneak some villagers. Actually, no, you can't. There's an outpost here. So what Shikso needs to do is he needs to shank down this outpost and then wait a little bit and then sneak out. So if he tries to just sneak out now, his opponent's going to see it. Yeah, Oladushik is going to see this. He knows that these villagers are coming. He's not trying to sneak out. Okay, he's going to build his castle right here. And clear up this tower. Secure this. And, yeah, he needs to not be here. These galleys are coming. No, Shikso, no! Oladushik going to build another tower. And Shikso forced to withdraw. The advantage for Shikso is galleys cannot garrison within towers. But it looks like Shikso's getting his revenge so far for last game. I'm sure he's pretty satisfied about that. Another watchtower here, but it's not going to go up. Shikso's going to build this castle. Let's take a look at villager count. Shikso with 24 villagers to Oladushik's 35. Make that 23. Make that 22. Alright, so castle goes up. And these towers are going to go down. Shikso can peacefully take gold for a change. At least for now. I think that means that Oladushik will click up to Castle Age. Now, he does have the resources, and he has the buildings. So I don't know why he hasn't clicked up. Alright, there it is. So he's clicked up. So he's going to go up. I'm not really exactly sure what he's going to do with it. He's probably going to get War Galley. Shikso's made an organ gun here. These galleys are microing to within minimum range. Shikso may wish to repair this organ gun. Okay, these organ guns are going to help the villagers out. These galleys want to help the tower out. Actually, he manages to pick off a villager, which is unfortunate for Shikso. I don't really know that this is worth microing with... Yeah, I don't really know that this is worth charging with villagers yet, but he really wants to get this tower off of his land. Shikso repairing this organ gun. And he wants to just finish off this tower, but he just can't. There's too many galleys here. Dang, it's so annoying. And this tower only has 24 HP left. So, alright, he's just going to target it long range with this organ gun. And Shikso at 21 villagers. But he has a town. He has a town, and he's going to take down this tower. One more shot. There he goes. But Oladushik has done the damage in Feudal Age. Shikso's completed a house, and he has not snuck over to this mainland yet. Scary, scary map, for sure. And people are afraid of what the galleys and the small islands and the exposed resources can do. Very aggressive. What's this over here? Oladushik is taking some of Shikso's gold. Yeah, alright. Oladushik is Castle Age. Sure enough, he's getting War Galley. He's probably going to get Bodkin Arrow to improve the range of these. Looks like Shikso tried fighting some galleys with some organ guns, but didn't have much luck. Going to try to get a pick-off there for a ship. Yeah, he's just got to retreat. He does not have enough organ guns for that. And actually, War Galley is queued up behind something. Oh, there it is. Like, he's going to build the galley first and then get War Galley. But now that these towers are cleared up, Shikso should really just sneak up here and drop a town center. It would really help him out, I think. But he's instead going to build a dock. I'm wondering if it's going to be fire ships or what it's going to be. 26 villagers for Shikso, so he's slowly rebuilding. He's only 11 villagers behind. He has not done, I don't think, any damage to Oladushek's town. War Galley now, so he's got to be careful. Is Shikso building any ships? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, and he can't stay on this gold. Here's a demolition ship. So this demolition ship is waiting for Shikso to cross this gap. I'm not sure why it's here, though. Shikso has a demolition raft. Yeah, the organ guns are just not very effective against the war galleys. So, they're just too outnumbered. So Shikso, he might build more towers. I mean, he looks like he was trying to collect some stone, but he doesn't have very good stone resources. Okay, he's getting the war galley upgrade now, and he has a couple of fire ships in queue. Now remember, guys, that Shikso's units cost less gold because he's Portuguese, and technology's also research faster. Actually, Oladushek is going to find this pig back here, I think. Probably going to keep it for himself, though. Oh, no, it doesn't look like he's going to capture it. So what's this? So Shikso's going to build a monastery. Maybe the strategy is to convert some of these. Here's the demolition ship, but Shikso manages to cross safely. I bet that Shikso assumes that Oladushek is all over here, but not really. So Shikso's going to find that Oladushek has not really touched this at all. That there's opportunity, abound, up here. So he may decide to send some villagers that... Yep. So Shikso decides to send some villagers this way, but oh no, oh no, no, no! Oh, 3 villagers go down to the demolition raft, so they fall into Oladushek's trap. And Shikso did not need that either. He was already behind in villagers. Oladushek is at 46 and Shikso is at 30. Now, Shikso does manage to take Oladushek off of this. I didn't see whether or not he killed the villagers, but I believe that he must have, because otherwise we'd see him still running back now. So maybe Shikso got those villager kills, but he knows that this space is wide open now. So I think he does want to find his way over here. He's just making some ships to help him pull ahead. Ooh, good hit from the demolition raft, or the demolition ship. Will it be enough? Well, actually he's going to clear these galleys out here, which is a good win for Shikso. He might be able to send some villagers back this way now. He's building another fire ship. Monk is not successful in converting the galleys at all. There are some mangonels here from Oladushek pressuring this side of Shikso's town. Shikso not taking the best of fights over here. If I were Shikso, I would kind of hold back. Well, he doesn't get anything from trying to kill this right now. And there is a castle drop from Oladushek, and Shikso does not seem to have reacted to it so far. So I don't know what he could really do, though. Probably just letting it go up, and he's going to drop off the resources, take as much gold as he can before this goes up. Or maybe he truly hasn't seen it yet. I'm not really sure. Yeah, he's getting out of there now. It's like, well, you know, can't really do anything about it. So what is Oladushek's resource situation? Oladushek is nowhere near Imperial Age. He doesn't care. Oladushek's having a great time with his galleys and with his demolition ships and with his castle drops, and with his towers. And Shikso calls the GG. Oladushik is just too far ahead. Shikso with the fast castle, but he wasn't able to get away with it on this map. Let's check the statistics. So Oladushik with 29 kills, 22 deaths, but a lot of these kills were eco units. Shikso with 6 buildings razed, 3 lost. The largest army of 22 goes to Oladushik. Oladushik collected more food and wood, but Shikso collected more stone. Oladushik collected more gold. A better castle age time for Shikso for sure, 14 minutes. Oladushik with the better feudal age time, but in the end he was able to punish Shikso pretty hard for the fast castle. Villager high 48 to 36, so really not too big of a villager advantage for Oladushik considering the beating that Shikso took. And then Oladushik was ahead for most of the game. So I've really appreciated you guys joining for the casts today. Let's go to the home page here. So I'm going to try to cast more sets from Alchemy League. I'm going to try to get more of them shown than previous season, but I don't know, I think I average about 12 to 15 sets. That might be a little optimistic. Probably more like 10 to 12 sets per sprint, and I hope to do the same here. Alchemy League Season 6 is going to have just a generic map contest, and I'm looking forward to seeing which maps end up being selected by the community. So I've got a lot of good projects. I really appreciate all the people that have come through to support and say, hey Tech, we really love what you're doing, want to help out. There's all kinds of people, whether it's map evaluations, whether or not it's programming, or whether or not it's simply or making a map, or whether or not it's even simply just playing in the league or watching. We really appreciate you guys being here. We've got a mission to revolutionize custom maps in Age of Empires, and I believe that we are making excellent progress toward that goal. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you for the next cast.